Hi everyone, your Home Tools with James, and today we're going to have a look at my Pergola conversion and I'm going to bring you guys up to speed on where I'm at with it. Been a bit slack on the filming of this one, but certainly not slack on the building, and I really want to bring you guys up to speed today. And if this is the type of content you guys want to see, please let me know in the comments, and I'm happy to do some more videos if this is the type of stuff that you want to see. So I have done quite a lot, as I said. We're up to lock-up stage, so I'm going to take you on a bit of a tour. I'll take you through what I've done so far and what I'm up to and what I've got to do next. So let's jump straight into a bit of a tour. I want to talk you through what I've done with the frame here that's in behind it. So I've used 90 by 45 timber in this space, and because I had the post from the Pergola, it really gave me a good starting point. Basically all I've done with the framing is box it out, and I've ran the noggins really tight in this, and there's a couple of reasons I did that. One, I'm using timber lining boards inside, and I wanted a lot of points to nail to, so that was one reason. And two, if you have a look, like there's a lot of glass on this wall, and I really wanted it to be nice and steady and sturdy, and not have any flecks on the sides of the window. So it's my house, I'm going to do overkill on it, so it is what it is. As for where I joined the frame up to the concrete on the floor here, I've used a product called Plastic through it, just to make sure that the treated pine isn't directly on the concrete. So available from the hardware store, really cheap. So made sure we got that in there from a waterproofing point of view. And then I've done 500 centers with 12mm Dynabolts to bolt it down to the floor. So really nice sturdy construction. And then I covered it up with a bit of OSB brace board as well. So definitely not going anywhere. I've used a water permeable house wrap as well, so we're nice and wrapped up there. The boards that you're seeing here, these are James Hardie oblique cement fibre sheet boards, and they come in. These oblique ones are really cool. You can run them vertically, and you might notice here that there's a fat board, skinny board, fat board. So I sort of kept that pattern along, and it's given me a really nice look on the house. So relatively easy to install. You just got to have that fibre cement blade in your circular saw, and away you go. The windows, I bought these in Australia from a company called Dow. They're all standard size windows, so that made the price a bit cheaper. They've actually gone in like a dream. Done them up in black, and they're a reasonably good price with the reveals that I had in them. I've just put pine reveals in them, so they're a bit cheaper because I am painting them. But probably one thing to note with those is that make sure you've got your measurements right on your reveals inside, and how thick your board is and everything like that, to make sure that you do get the right windows. Just at the top there, I've used some flash drip capping that I got a local flashing mob to make up, so just making sure that we've got no drips coming inside our windows. And I've used a product called Zip Tape, actually come from Canada, and this Zip Tape was really cool. That was for waterproofing the windows, so we got them all nice and waterproofed up. So that's the outside. We've got a lean-to patio here, which I've done in another video, so I'm going to tag that up in the top right now. You can check that out getting built. Basically, I've had to kick my dogs out of where they used to hang out, and I needed some cover for them, so they're doing their best to make a nice mess out here. But French doors, we wanted some French doors that we could open them both up. Again, they went in like a dream. Probably the only thing you have to worry about here is making sure you get the floor height for your door start to the same height that you're going to run inside your house. So I just did that with a laser level, and I made sure that the door height there is going to be the height that I run my my floorboards or tiles or whatever you want to run up to it. So I've got that done. I've still got a little bit of work to do on the back side of the house here. So you can see there that that's the weather house wrap, and I've got this really cool bit of angle that the Hardie board goes into, which is really quite cool. So there's a bit of wind picking up, you might get a bit of that in there. This is that Zip Tape, so we've got it all flushed up and nice. And then you can see the boards. I've just filled those as well with a bit of filler, and you just paint straight over, and yeah, they come up pretty seamless. Actually, it's pretty cool. I've also got an air conditioner bolted on. I did a Daikin 6 kilowatt cooling Zena series. So this thing's a beast, and very nice working inside with the cooler, I can assure you. Alright, so we'll go inside and we'll have a look. Alright, so this is where we're up to inside. So we're at lock-up. I haven't tagged anything into the house yet. I'm just going to turn the ceiling fan off, just in case you get any chop there. I'll give you a bit of a look. So it's come up really, really nice, right? So there's our aircon. I've got the black series, and my theme in here is I'm running everything black against the hardwood boards. And it looks pretty mint. I've got I've done the 60mm arcs around the windows. We're painting them black. Probably paid for it with some dust, but it sort of looked like, you have a look, I've done one in undercoat here around the door frame. The white looks sort of a bit stark against the nice warm timber, so the black certainly looks a bit sexier. The hardwood I'm using, the hardwood lining boards, these are Tas oak or Vic ash or eucalyptus tree, whatever you want to call it. Very common in Australia. Certainly quite expensive, but for this job, like, it just looks $1 million. These are 14mm tongue and groove board, and actually really nice to work with. So they're coming in nice. You can see the frame here, and I've run insulation. I've run some R2.5 insulation in here, which is basically just a 45mm thick wall insulation. The corner here, I'm going to run a bit of a cupboard, but you can see there that the line is going to run right into the door. So I'll pull a course of bricks off here, door comes out, it'll go across, and I'm going to put our chest freezer into here. So that's the plan there. The roof, there's still a bit to do on the roof. As you can see, I've gone with the black downlights, just the 70mm ones there, and a ceiling fan as well. And there's the skylights, and I'll tag a video up in the top right now for the Velux skylight install that I did. Still got some trims to do across the ceiling. You can see here I've still got quite a bit of the ceiling open. Basically what I've done there, I've made up my own battens. I'll show you what I did with these. I just had some 90x45, and I pocket hole screwed them before I ripped them up the guts on the table saw. Just ripped them up, and there you go. And they just fit in the gaps there, and they're giving me plenty to nail in my boards too. What next? So I've had the electrician come through. You can see there all the wiring's done. Really wasn't a great deal of wiring to do because it was all here. It was just a matter of repurposing what I had. And I've decided to put my fans on the one switch. It was actually unbelievably hard to get a dual controlled fan switch. You wouldn't believe it, in black. It was like pulling teeth, but we got there. So this end of the house, it's come along really nicely. Soundproof really well in the roof. I've used these are R6 bats, and have a look at how thick these are. Like, this is the real deal, this stuff. And with the air conditioner in here now, it's actually quite pleasant to work with that stuff all stuffed up in the roof. Just got a little bit to go. So insulation, definitely a must on a job like this. The gutters, you can see a bit of that. That was a real cow of a job, if I'm honest. A buddy and me ripped all the tin off this side of the pergola, all the tin off the house, replaced the whole gutters. Took a solid couple of days. Did some rain heads, did some overflows out the backside of the house. I still do have some internals here, but I'm going to make sure I leave some access panels, so if I do ever have problems down the track, I can get to it. I still got to put some cement sheet on the outside of that, which is the board that I've got sitting down there on the ground outside. So I'll get that through, and I've got to batten all this out. This is where the entertainment system's going. So I've got a recessed panel here. The TV's essentially going to be sunk into the wall. And I've got some Jensen audio in-wall speakers going in here, and they're going to go up in the roof as well. So should look pretty mint. I'm going to do some drawers down in the bottom here. So I'll have an open drawer for PlayStations and stuff like that for the kids. And then below it, I'll put some big drawers in for like the blankets and stuff like that. And then probably this is today's job I'm going to tackle. So this door frame, because the height of the floor is going to come up quite a bit, this door's no longer, it's going to be too low. So I'm actually going to cut a course of bricks out. I actually had a chat with the guy that built the house, and he's given me some pointers on how to take this brick out. So I'm going to peel the brick back from the top, and you can see these lines that I've got. I'm going to cut the brick with a brick saw that I've got, and then I'm going to use my rotary hammer drill to hammer out all these bricks. And all I did here was pull out the infill panels on the eaves, so I've got some nice access to it. So we're going to do that today. I've got a couple of really nice, a bit dark in there, I've got a couple of nice timber doors that are going to go in here, and then back up there for to hide the freezer. So these will also be one at this end, either end of the house. Should look pretty good. And then obviously I've still got all this wall to attend to. So, you know, we're going to pull off the course of bricks. We're going to open up these windows. So there'll be entrances here, and then we really open up this plan as well. But I sort of don't want to tag into the house just yet while I don't need to, because that's when things are going to get pretty dusty and pretty nasty. As for the flooring, so in future vids, if this is, like I said, something you want to see, I'm going to batten out all this, yellow tongue it, stick down some cement sheeting. We're going to tile the entire room. So it should look really nice with the tiles and keep it a bit cool in summer, because there is quite a lot of glass panel in this room and it does get pretty warm, hence why I've probably spent a little bit more than I wanted to on the insulation side of things. So that's a bit of an update on where we're up to with the build. So quite a bit's been done. If you've got any questions, please drop them down in the comments below. Give the video a like if you will, and if you do want to see this sort of stuff, subscribe to the channel, watch along, and yeah, I'll definitely update a few more videos. So you've been Home and Tools with James. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.